I love to travel, but when I travel, I don't go and buy a plane ticket. Actually, most of my travel costs are about $3 to $6. That's just enough for me to buy a cup of coffee. I like to travel through stories. I learned the power of storytelling at a young age. Both of my parents came to this country as immigrants and have taught me different perspectives from people of diverse backgrounds. I'm grateful for the many lessons that they taught me, but my biggest takeaway was that I could be a mental world traveler. I didn't need a plane ticket to explore. I could travel mentally through other people's stories. So since then, I developed a love for talking to people, not just for the sake of talking, but to see what makes them tick, see what makes their eyes light up. Through this, I learned that communication breeds connections. So when I arrived at the University of Michigan, I decided to draw upon my love for storytelling by emulating Brandon Stanton's blogging methods from Humans of New York. I created Students of UMich. Originally, the purpose was to get a little bit out of my comfort zone, to chase people's passions as they became enmeshed in university life. But soon, it became so much more than that. Combining the ideas of storytelling with my new knowledge from the School of Information about understanding how information influences the way that we think, I've come to a perspective that if you're missing one piece of the story, you have a completely different narrative. I joined the University of Michigan during the 2016 elections and also the Cambridge Analytica scandal. This was a phenomenal time to understand the intersection between technology and politics. I wanted my blog, Students of UMich, to play a role in this new field of technopolitics. I wanted my stories to take people out of their echo chambers and give them a perspective that they'd never heard before. The stories which I featured gradually became more taboo topics. I learned that through storytelling, people can begin to participate as global citizens. And soon, the struggles that were once deemed unfathomable slowly become, ironically, relatable. Every story that I heard lingered in my head. Each story taught me a lesson. They gave me confidence. They gave me hope, and they helped me grow. We discussed very personal topics, ranging from passions to hopes to traumas. Through this, I traveled through stories from a kid getting his first big break in an NBC show, This Is Us, to someone coming out to their parents for the first time, to talking about diversity at this institution and what needs to be changed for the better, and even to surviving sexual assault. It became well known enough that soon I was able to lead a project through the College of Engineering called #HerEngineering. It was a photo series that allowed me to amplify stories of resilience of female identifying people in the graduate program. I was Student of the Year in 2019. I was invited as a panelist for a panel on minorities in entrepreneurship, and I'll be a keynote speaker at a local TEDx talk. Throughout my career path, this storytelling mindset has given me a cutting edge in all my previous work experiences. Now I ask, how can businesses leverage the power of storytelling? Currently, while still in school, I'm working remotely for Chicago Mercantile Exchange on their digital marketing team, where I'm using my storytelling skills to create a holistic understanding of the consumer journey by pulling in social metrics and data into Domo from sites such as Twitter, Baidu, WeChat, and Facebook. As I turn to the future and look towards my next chapter of life, I look for a career where I can continue to chase my passion for storytelling in its many forms. I'm graduating in May 2020 with a bachelor's in Science and Information, concentrations in social media analysis and user interface analysis, and minors in business administration and science, technology, and society. I aim to bring a humanistic approach to information technology in this new business era, an era in which business is poised to acquire a soul.